Put my ring back on, girl. Hey guys, it's Vaughn, and we're here doing some more hair, girl. Still in quarantine, still on lockdown. Definitely been rocking a lot of protective styles. To me, this is just the perfect solution for being in the house. It allows me to not have to use any heat. I don't have to be manipulating my hair every other day, and it's just perfect. So I wanted to just share some of those hairstyles with you guys. So you may have noticed that in some of my latest uploads. Today, I tried a style for the first time. I did the FEED-IN cornrows. I really like the way they came out. I mean, they're not flawless, they're not perfect, but you know, it's a DIY job and it's something to do with my hair in the meantime. So I think it's acceptable. Let me know what you guys think, and also let me know if you're gonna be trying these on your own hair anytime soon, and let me know how it goes. So yeah, if you guys wanna see how I did these braids, definitely stay tuned, and I hope you guys like this video. I believe it's fair to start off a hair demonstration with showing the current state of one's hair. So here I am with freshly washed hair. I washed it yesterday and I moisturized with a leave-in conditioner and an intense moisturizing cream. So my hair is good to go in the perfect state to start braids. Using the same braiding hair that I did in my last two videos, I'm going to section off my feed-in sections. They're gonna be a lot smaller than they normally would be. So I'm doing 3 really tiny pieces, and then I'm gonna do 3 medium-sized to larger sections. This is done to make the braids look more realistic, because they'll go from smaller to a lot larger, which is what would naturally happen. Now on to the most time-consuming part, and that's creating the parts and sections. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and part my hair straight down the middle, and I'm just trying to make sure that my parts are straight. So I'll do a little bit, I'll take a look at it, and then I'll tweak it, take another look at it, just to make sure that it's as straight as I can possibly get it. I'm gonna go ahead and work in halves. So I got this one section tucked away, and then I'm going to break this second section into thirds. I'm standing in front of my other mirror because it's just a little bit easier to do this while standing up. So yeah, I'm just breaking this half into thirds. So I'm gonna do 6 braids total. Just trying to make sure that this is as even as possible, you guys. So I'm definitely taking my time, doing a lot of looking in the mirror, you know, parting, reparting, just making sure that these sections all make as much sense as possible. The parts aren't extremely noticeable in the back, but they are in the front. And I just highly recommend using clips and hair ties for this. If you don't have those kind of tools, I don't know how you're gonna be able to part your hair. So it's very important just to have those tools to assist you, because otherwise it can be a pain in the butt. So once I have that section done, I'm kind of excited because I'm like, oh shoot, my parts are kind of straight. I'm gonna go ahead and reach for my edge tamer. This is the first touchdown, it's my favorite one. And I'm applying it all over the braid, right? So definitely in the front, because that's where you need it the most, but also on the top and bottom of this part. So this edge tamer technique is really gonna help make these braids look really sleek and stuff, but also it helps you keep the frizzies in check, and it keeps your parts looking better. So as you're braiding, you don't have hair coming from other sections into your parted section. It really helps keep all the hairs in check. This edge tamer technique also allows your braids to last. They will last for days looking good. It's very important for me to have detangled hair. I detangle my hair throughout this entire process, so you will see a lot of that. But so I do that first, and then I go ahead and brush the edges a little bit. Now it's time to get started. I basically start off as though I'm doing a regular cornrow. You guys know how to cornrow. If you don't, this is not the video for beginners. But the first thing I'm gonna do is braid back like 3 or 4 rhythms, then start adding in my feed-in hair. And as you can see, like I'm braiding different rhythms in between adding in the hair. So I'm not adding it all at once. I'm giving it some space in between. And honestly, I didn't really count. I was just doing it in a way where I felt like it would look good, but I definitely added in the bigger pieces of hair a lot closer to each other because it made more sense. And my braiding isn't flawless, right? This is my first attempt doing the feed-in cornrow, so cut me some slack, but basically you can see that the braid is really small when you start it, and then it gets thicker, and then it starts to kind of taper off and get back thinner again towards the end of the braid. That's what you want. Now, after each braid is complete, you guys, please understand that I stand in the mirror for probably an extra 5 to 10 minutes just examining the braid from the top of it to the bottom, just to make sure that it's acceptable to move on to a new section of hair, because if it's not, I'm gonna take it down and do it over. So here I am moving on to the next section because the braid looks okay, and I'm going to split this section into 2. So that'll be my 3 braids for the one side. And I'm just going to repeat the steps that I did for that first braid. It'll all kind of be the same. I'm gonna part the hair, apply my edge tamer, and start adding in my feed-in sections. But off camera, I didn't really show this, but On the ends of my hair, I did go ahead and add a little bit more moisturizer because my ends were looking a little bit obvious as I was trying to blend them into the braiding hair. So I wanted them to blend a little bit better. So I definitely added a little bit more moisturizer to the ends of the hair. And of course, that most important step that I love is adding that edge tamer all around those parts. And you guys, I was starting to notice that my edge tamer is running a little low. I'm like, how am I gonna make it through? So I need to get to the beauty supply and stock up on some more edge tamer because this stuff is everything. But here I am about to go ahead and attempt that next braid. Now I'm gonna start this one off by parting a little bit out in the front, kind of like how you would start stitch braids, but I'm not doing stitch braids because I'm not at that point yet. With my skills, but yeah, I did that just to help me grip it a little bit better. So I braided it back probably like 4 or 5 times before I started adding any of the feed-in hair. So here I am adding in that really small feed-in section, and I'm gonna do, looks like 2 or 3 rhythms of braiding, and then I'm going to go ahead and introduce a new section, and then I'm going to do 3 or 4 more rhythms of braiding, and then I'm going to add in my 3rd small feed-in section, and then after that I start adding in my bigger sections towards the back. So as you guys can see, the braid is getting a lot thicker towards the middle, and that's exactly what you want. Now with my braids, you kind of noticed that they were kind of veering a little bit to the left, so I really didn't like that, but it wasn't a whole lot I could do about it. I actually did this braid over and it still happened, so it is what it is. You see my sister in the back there joining me to keep me company as I braided my hair. By the way, this process only took like an hour and a half. All right, here I am with the completed braids. They look pretty good, you know, not anything special or perfect, but they will do for now. My final touch, you guys, is going to be me adding this Perfect Edges Black by Cream of Nature. This is the finishing touch that you definitely want to add. This is gonna help fill in some of those sparse areas of your braid. Even if your hair is not thin at the front or whatever, this will still help you fill in some emptiness that you may have grabbed more hair here, more hair there. This will just help fill it all in and give it that nice shiny black finish. So I love finishing my styles with this. I'm also going to go ahead and move into, you know, laying down my baby hairs, not doing a whole lot to them, but just kind of shaping them a little bit. I like to keep my baby hairs like low key. I don't like to ever do anything that's like too loud or too intricate. Just keep it real simple. I have really fine edges, so I don't have to leave hairs out. They happen just on their own. So that is just about it. Now I'm going to transform into my next look. Oh, okay, there we go. Add a little makeup, you know, just to finish the look. I also had my scarf on for a few minutes too, in between showing you guys my finished look. But yeah, here are the braids, you guys. I would say this is okay for a first attempt. When I do this next time, I definitely want to take some time to ensure that my parts are a lot straighter. I also want to center my braids in between the parts. I don't want them to veer over so much. So I definitely want to practice the technique a bit more. And also with blending my real hair into the braiding hair, I want to take a little bit more time to do that because I feel like it was a little bit of frizzies happening. But for now, this will do. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I feel cute, so that's all that matters. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching and let me know if you will be trying this hairdo. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.